This is not the view that Ollie Williams was hoping to see today. He has come to the famous Three Valleys shoot deep in the rugged countryside of the Welsh Marches. He is looking forward to pitting his skills against some of the most challenging pheasants in the world. For now, at least, we're going nowhere, grounded by thick fog that even the Met Office didn't see coming. Our host, Dan Wells, explains it's not that we can't see the birds.
Generally, the birds don't know where they're going, so they'll end up towering and then they just won't fly. You know, it gets in their eyes, they can't see where they're going and they don't like it. And so, you know, I think the one thing that I really push for here is that we're sporting and, you know, you could go out and shoot in this, but there's no sport in it at all. No. And I don't think there's any joy in it for the gun stood there either. So, yeah, this is about the worst weather we could have, actually.
Yeah. But it does feel like it's brightening up.
Yeah, I think it will clear. I think it will clear.
I can now see a tree 30 yards away, which is...
Believe it or not, there's a beautiful mountain behind us. But,
Anyway.
We break out the 11s and hope that the fog will lift. Ollie is sharing a peg with his best man at his recent wedding, Charlie Rolls, one of 3 friends who run the Fulham Shooting Club in London.
Make it short.
Really short?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Well, it's short. We basically introduce people to shooting who don't have the means or the means to actually get into shooting, as it's inherently quite difficult to get into.
In the city as well?
Especially in the city. So we're based out of Fulham, and we've got over 150 members now, and we're actually getting people to get their own licences and get into game shooting across the UK.
It's so important because, you know, shooting is an ageing sport. Yes. One of the main things about shooting is that the fact that the vast majority of guns are probably over the age of 50, if not 60.
But that's what we're trying to change.
Yeah.
So
anyway, we're here at Three Valleys, which is a beautiful, picturesque, apparently, estate.
It's burning through.
Is it?
No, maybe.
Well, the keeper has just come in and said 20 minutes, we're good to go. So that's a good sign.
Touching wood.
Sure enough, a short while later, we're heading out through the drizzle to the first drive.
Unbelievably, we're here. It is 12:05, so we've waited for the fog to lift, and it's lifted, as you can see, enough to shoot. And birds they've just started to filter in, so yeah, let's see what we can do.
Ollie is shooting his William Powell side by side with Ely VIP game cartridges. To keep recoil manageable, he chooses 30-gram 5s, which he finds adequate, even on the higher birds. Ollie and Charlie swap over between shooting and loading every half a dozen shots.
You're right. Rolls on your right. So the fog's actually just high enough that only one towered, which is what Dan was worrying about earlier on, where they just take off and fly and just keep them flying up. Yeah. Other than that, it was a very, very testing drive. I mean, and because they were seeing us late as well, they fly over, see us, and then do a strange turn. So yeah, it gave us a lot to think about. But I think we made a pretty good account for ourselves, didn't we, Charlie?
First right.
So
first day of the season for me.
Yeah.
Dan is in touch with the keeper by radio and decides the fog has lifted enough that we can move up to the higher ground.
It was pea soup and now it's cleared up again.
Yeah, we're gonna go on to pegs.
Yeah.
They're waiting back a bit. Give it 30 seconds or so, and then
cool.
They're gonna run.
Yeah, good idea. There's something out of the hound of the Baskervilles, isn't it? At the moment, we're dealing with a constant flurry of upping and downing, so the mist is now cleared up again, just in time for the drive. So you can see where they're driving the birds out of, but we've got gaps in the conditions that we can work with. Dan's doing an amazing job of actually finding what drivers is clear, what drivers is dead. This driver is clear enough. So even now, as we're talking, you can see, well, those sheep are now there that they weren't there a minute ago. I could have told you that. So so you can just see the birds filtering in the top here. Here they go, here they come. And partridges as well, Charlie.
Second barrel, you mug. I forgot.
Holy. Swap.
One more, swap.
Oh, look at that! Oh.
But it makes it more fun.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about it.
It is more fun. It's more sporting. Yeah. Here we go. Oh my goodness me, James, look at this. Go on. Oh my God,
There's so many.
I have absolutely no idea where to put the gun. Here we go. Rod's got the shot at you.
Oh, got it. Oh my God, Rose. What the hell?
Rose, more. Right and left. What's a right and left? Darren, go home happy now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, fair play to you, mate, because it's seriously challenging conditions to drive pheasants in, but they are flying. It's actually almost at a sweet spot where it's helping it. Yeah. Because we'll all just go that high.
You can also see them all and the marks of them.
Yeah.
So like behind a white background.
This is extraordinarily good. Look at it. Here we go. Ross, coming straight at me. It's going to turn. What a drive. What a drive. Yeah, it was awesome. And again, these are top end pheasants, and I'm using 30-gram fives for a side-by-side. So I actually did. It's fair to say I hit a couple, isn't it? A
few, yes.
So I don't believe this. Oh, you need to use 38-gram ones. It's just not the case. Lara, come here. She says, I'm only picking hens today. Good girl. Bring it in. Good girl. Go back.
As the pickers-up sweep the hillside behind us, we move on to the final drive. It's one of Three Valleys' signature drives, named Heaven or Hell. The fog obscures what would normally be a fabulous view up the valley.
Oh my God. Shot, and again. Go on. Top over. We got some cracking sport in the end, but yeah, we were battling the weather constantly. The fog was just lifting and falling. They were flying, and they could sort of see where they were going, but you couldn't see them for the last minute. So you got these stratospheric pheasants. I mean, I'm talking stratospheric, and they're coming out of the clouds, and they're literally on top of you before you have a chance. I mean, in one of the drives, the only warning I got was that there was a flush coming, is because other guns were firing, and you know, it's all there on top of us. So it was very tricky, but yeah, absolutely phenomenal sport. In the end, and a phenomenal day shooting at a beautiful part of the world, so couldn't ask for more.
You can find the Three Valleys shoot at Guns on Pegs, link below. And for more about Ely cartridges, see elyhawkltd.com.